and the pain I'm feeling that nobody sees it. And the pain you're feeling that nobody sees it. And they assume you're okay, but it's until you say a word that they can help you. And the pain you're feeling that nobody sees it. And they assume you're okay, but you're not. And you're hoping to help you, but you just need to help yourself. And don't wait forever before you do something about it. First and foremost, I'm going to get into this video, and the reason of why I was singing is because singing, it helps me to express of how I'm feeling. And I was going to say, whenever you're sacrificing things, it's not that it's dramatic, but the reason of why I'm saying this is because you sacrifice humiliating yourself in front of other people. And that's why most people don't really start things. And you need to realize, by sacrificing your time, your money, and your reputation, you need to realize as well that you have to do this for yourself. But then also you need to have fun, even though the things that you're doing may not be the most fun. And when it comes to really like sacrificing your time, sacrificing money, the thing is, whenever you're sacrificing money, you have to think of it like an investment, that you're investing time and money into yourself. Because you need to invest in yourself before someone else can invest in you. And that's the thing, whenever you're like sacrificing so much time and so much money, but then you're getting nothing back, it's because maybe you're investing in the wrong things. And for example, let's say I'm doing these videos now, and then it doesn't turn out the way that I want it to be. I can either try again and keep continuing, or I can do something else. And that's the thing, you have to be a person that wants to try new things. So that's really my first point. Here is the second point that I wanted to make. For example, I was doing my runs, and when I was doing my runs all the way from March to June, and then from June to September, the reason why I did those runs is because I was at my lowest point. And when I did that Stuck in a Rut video, I was really stuck in a rut because I felt lost, my skin wasn't the best, and I was very negative. And the thing is, I did that video because I wanted to actually look back at it and see why I was at a low point. And the thing is, it doesn't matter why you're at a low point, but you have to get yourself out of it. And that's what I was going to say. So when you sacrifice time and you sacrifice money, it's because you want to put time into yourself so that you can be in a better position. And I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why I'm pointing it out in this video, because that's why I started doing my runs early in the morning. Because even if my life was like a mess, I just wanted to be able to have something that I do consistently. And that's the same thing for you, because if you ever feel lost, or you feel like your life is so repetitive that nothing is changing and you have no progress, I was going to say, when you are consistent in something, it helps you to get out of a rut that you may be in. And this can be something such as journaling, because this makes you reflect. I wanted to say, when it came to running, I didn't like running, and it could be the same for you. You just need something to keep going, and something that you can be consistent in, and something that you can measure your progress. Because when you have something that you're doing consistently, even if you feel like you're lost, you feel like your mind's blank, or you feel like you're negative all the time, you just need to do something consistently so that you keep the promises that you make to yourself and you see the results over time. So the reason why I did my runs from March to June and from June to the ending of September, so the reason of why I was doing my runs is so that I can get out of the rut that I was in. And by doing those runs, it helped me to like do something that I didn't like. It made me disciplined, and it made me to wake up early in the morning. So my runs at first were really hard because I had to push myself to wake up early. And then over time, I started doing the runs because I was getting used to the morning routine of waking up early such as 4 a.m, 5 a.m. And then later on, I ended up increasing the time to 6 a.m. So the reason why I did that video of how to go through tough times, and this video as well, it may be off topic, but at least hear me out. But the reason of how I pushed myself is because I had a running vest filled with wipes, my water bottle and other stuff. And this made the run a lot difficult because it made me feel like I was heavy while doing my runs. And then also I pushed myself by running faster to see if I can beat my time every single time. And the reason for that is because I was getting used to the routine and I kept running to the same park and it took like 30 minutes. So that took 30 minutes of my time every single week. And I had stopwatches to see if I can run within 30 minutes. And I'll set an hour timer so it doesn't beep during my run. And what else I wanted to add, when it comes to really sacrifices, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but when it comes to really sacrifices, you don't like it at first, but it will help you in the long term. And that's why it's so important to know what is happening in your day so that you can be productive and to make the most of your time. I wanted to continue on and just say, the things that you want to do, such as sleeping in or going out with friends, it sounds good, but it wastes so much of your time and then you don't get anything back. Because let's say you're like sleeping in, you're basically wasting a whole day, but when it comes to going out with your friends, you spend more money than you really need to. And I was going to say, people have different goals for different reasons. And the only reason why I did those runs is because I was stuck in a rut. I didn't do the runs because I'm training for anything. And I was going to say, instead of doing my runs, I'm going to wake up early to do something productive. And I wanted to say, when things are so surface level, you don't get to know anyone deep enough. And then they look at their face and they just assume that they're okay because they're always smiling. So that's what I was going to say, because you're smiling through the pain. And when you're smiling through the pain, you don't know how to like really tell people of what you're actually going through. Whenever you have the opportunity to have a conversation with them, they don't know the biggest impact that they are making towards someone else's lives. Because whenever you're speaking to someone that's really good to you and you're going through something bad, because they're taking the time to actually listen to you, you're more likely to get out the bad thing because they are thinking positively. And the thing is, most people won't know what someone else is going through. And then because that person is talking to them, they are actually helping that person to go through a bad time. And the reason why I'm saying this in this video is because when I was stuck in a rut, I did a video of it. And then afterwards, during my time at university, I have a good friend which I'm still in contact with. But by having a conversation with him about our lives outside of university, he was telling me about his life outside of university, of how he does his runs. And that's something that I've been doing as well. And he's been seeing my videos and actually supporting it. So that's what I wanted to say. Whenever it comes to you going through a bad time, you need to realize by having a conversation with good people, you are more likely to think positively and to get out of that bad time. And the last thing that I'm going to say before I end this video, when it comes to sacrifices, you need to realize that when you're sacrificing time and you're sacrificing money, and you basically humiliate yourself because of the amount of times that you're actually trying, you need to realize that things aren't always perfect and it takes time for you to get to where you want to be. I was going to say, whenever it comes to you trying something and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean quit. When you quit to do something, it guarantees failure. When you push through the pain and you push yourself further and you don't quit, you realize that you learn from your failure. But whenever you quit something, because something is so hard, because you quit something and then you try something else and you quit, you don't really learn from your failure. It makes you give up on yourself. It makes you give up on the things that you truly want. So yeah, the reason why I'm going to end the video here is because I have nothing else to really say, but I hope it helped you in some way. And I'm ending the video now because I am really cold. And I'm trying to do as many videos as I can outside, at least during the summer I did. But yeah, we're here in the winter arc and we're ready to see how far we can go during the winter. Because most people are motivated during the winter because you're mostly indoors and it makes you feel cold. So that's why you're not going to sit around during the winter. So yeah, that's all I've got to say, and thank you for watching. And if you're new, you can like, you can comment, and you can subscribe.